prove to them that you are the opposite of what? Of what they are saying. As a leader, don't expect you to choose friends based on the ethnic background. Never. We talked about Simuka Uganda. Many Ugandans don't know. I started a business in 1997. I had a company called Mali Group of Companies. I rarely say it that I pay directly. But we have over 74 Ugandans whom we pay directly every month. The company is one of them that I started is called Salafina Skill Services. We've created over 1,200 jobs for Ugandans across the globe. We have Ugandans working in Iraq, working in Qatar, working in Dubai, working in Yemen, working in Saudi Arabia. Surprisingly, when you are giving out these jobs, I don't even bother finding out where you come from. The 64 Ugandans that work for me in Kampala, you'll be shocked. You'll be shocked. There is only one Munyarwanda, what? And you know how it started? On Facebook. When I put up a post that attacks NRM badly, people don't respond to my post. They respond to this person, Gashumba. Daiwa Rwanda. Can you put up such a post in Rwanda? Kagame would kill you the following day. I said, okay. For the last 4 years, when you come up with a post addressing my tribe, I screen capture your name, do a background check up who you are, your name, date of birth, where you come from. You know that information is always there. Do you want me to tell you the truth? Please don't hate me for the truth. 94% of people who always attack me because of where I hail from are from the West. I've not had any insult attacking my ethnic background of any Ugandan starting with the letter O. It's not there. They always attack my post with facts. And that's the war I want on social media. It's terrible. If you cannot challenge my facts, then shut up. I don't recall ever choosing to be a Tutsi. He has never, he's a Lugubara, isn't it?
Actually, someone who is there, who likes being there. But I'm from Bali.
And what's your tribe?
I'm
Egisu. Is there an application you ever feel to be Egisu? Then why would a leader hate you because of that? Huh? Why would someone hate Bachiga because of Mama and Babas and the message hail from what? Why would someone hate Bahima because the president hails from what? I have friends Bahima who are terribly broke beyond poverty. And I always hear people say, Banyankore are enjoying what? No! I have lieutenants in this UPDF who are broke and they are Bahima. Because for me, I know the physical features of a Muhima. I just look at it and say, this one is a Muhima. So don't, as a leader, I expect you to distance yourself from that talk. Always ask yourself, what value does this person add to me? We live in Bunga here. We have 3 servants at home. One is from Arua, another one is a Karamojong, another one, a lady I don't even know where she comes from. But they are Banyarwanda who would love to work for me, but they don't qualify. As a leader, I expect you to bring in people who add value to you. When they add value to you, they are adding value to your association. I told you in the office what we have there. There's my favorite boy is called Omonyo Robert. Recently I was asking him that, where do you hail from? From Busia. He's very good with the IT. So please, leaders, I expect you to bring in people who add value to you, not your tribesmen. We are all Ugandans. We carry a passport that bears a logo of the Republic of what? Uganda. Not the Kingdom of Uganda or Busoga or Watoro. The Kabaka of Uganda, King Ronald Muwenda Mutebi, has the same passport like yours. The difference is he has a red one or green and blue. So leaders, please. Let me tell you, children are born with love. I believe you know that. When children grow up seeing you isolating people, talking about tribes, they are going to be same. In Masaka, where I come from, I don't recall a day ever hearing my mother or my father demonizing other people. We are all human beings. Actually, my mother, she used to tell us that no matter who comes home here for lunch, give him what? Lunch. If someone needs a glass of water, give him what? A glass of water. Because at home where I live, we always preach the gospel of love. I'm seeing it in my children. Every year, Sheila mobilizes her friends to give back to Sunny Baby's what? Home. Because there's that love at home. At home, there is no specific meal for house girl. The food will eat the same food. Now, as leaders, I know leaders who make maids sleep like dogs. Salafina Skill Services, a company I started, gives out jobs for askaris, for maids and the rest. My sister who runs it told me a shocking story that, Frank, you won't believe it. People that give me hard time here are MPs. MPs don't want to pay 100,000 to those house girls. They want to pay 30,000. This fool earns 22 million every month, but he's not willing to pay 100,000 to a maid. And this maid is someone taking care of the family. So as a leader, I expect you to be balanced. That's why there is a crisis for leadership in this country. And I'm very worried. The 2016 parliament, my God, the worst is going to come. Comedians, ridiculous, everyone is going to be. Do you know why? Do you know why? The moment you are elected as a member of parliament, you are short of money. Last week they passed a bill. The president of Uganda has the right at any time to borrow. Not to borrow, not borrowing, to pick money from Bank of Uganda. And you leaders are quiet. With our titles, we are quiet. He said it in Masaka that Mama Mbabas is fighting me because of my oil. My oil. His oil. And you know what they are saying? He discovered the oil. That oil was discovered in 1945. They were Zungus because they were interested in the wildlife. They said, let's leave that. The president said it in Tungamo that UPDF belongs. He's not ready to hand it over to Emisege. All of you know. The money from oil, it's his. The money back of Uganda, it's his. And the army is what? His. Where are we the leaders? And I know tomorrow is going to host you. They give you transport refund. Leaders must serve beyond them. Leaders must not be self-centered. The parliament, I have friends from universities who are standing. And I told them, guys, please don't go there. Your CV, apart from a university degree, what else do you have? And some will go through. Others were even a therapy beating in a cameo, deep in there was smiling. Honestly, you graduate from a university with no experience, and you go where? And you'll find the same guy sitting on a committee on foreign affairs. This guy got a passport after becoming an MP. Foreign affairs, meaning he's going to discuss issues to do with what? He does not even know the arrival and departure of Entebbe. I expect you guys to challenge where they are. An MP must have a big CV. How many boards have you been on before we appoint you to be what? or we are elected to be an MP. Unfortunately, when somebody gives us money, we go with what?
Money.
It's circulated on the social media, I think it was last year, that you appoint hyenas to look after goats. And when goats disappear, do you know, this association where you are now, it's very good, but it should be in transit. 2 years ago, I was a member for this. I became a councillor. From a councillor to this, from this to this. That's the exposure you are getting. And when it starts boiling in Uganda, even if you're in Chitwamba, I hear you guys, that the only person that will guarantee peace in Uganda is President Yoweri Museveni. Oh my God. A study was done in Harvard University. When a president overstays in power for over 15 years, he becomes an institution himself. The moment that person is not there, what happens? Libya, I always hear you guys, the Bazungu, Libya is in a mess because Gaddafi was overthrown. Gaddafi had become an institution. Gaddafi was a president for 42 years. It will take Libyans 200 years to put up the Libya Gaddafi was overseeing. And for me, I have no sympathy with Gaddafi. Because as a leader, we expect you to put up systems that will live beyond you. Libya, it's the same. Syria, it's the same. Iraq, it's the same. The moment a leader overstays, that's what will happen. You just forgive me. When you look at the current regime in Uganda, there are specific jobs that are awarded to specific what?
People.
Am I telling a lie?
No.
And you're quiet. Speak up. Shout. Make a lot of noise. A friend of mine, a Kano in UPDF, made me laugh the other day. That the biggest war they have ever had is Laconia's war. I said, are you sure? Yes. Do you know what he would do? Laconia do? He would mobilize the whole village and the county. Children would get jerrycans, others would get saucepans and make noise with the saucepans. They would think, these, which guns are they using? But they're using ordinary saucepans. It took them gunship helicopters to know that these guys are using what? Helicopters. Sorry, saucepans and jerrycans. So make some noise. How many of you are on social media? Facebook and WhatsApp? Did you guys see a list of students who are studying in Nigeria on oil?
Yes.
Huh?
Yes.
I expect you to challenge as leaders. Banobafuna scholarship. Who awarded them what? Scholarships. And on what merit? Actually, those students would study in one language. Because they all come from some certain group of what? It's deliberate. This Uganda belongs to all of us. Bachiga, Baganda, Banyankole, Bagisu, Bagwere, we are all what? Now the question would be, our resources being shared equally. As leaders, I expect you to challenge that. There's a new culture of women, our mothers. How do they call Okoyers?
Bleaching.
Eh?
Bleaching.
Who told you to hate the color of your skin? Because it's very important. There's a new culture in Uganda. The other day I met my OG. I could hardly know that she was the one. She was too light skinned, but looking at her fingers and the toes were grayish. As a leader, I expect you to love your skin. Yeah? Are you we are breaching the sign of low esteem?
Yes.
I can see beautiful ladies here who are dark-skinned. Now there's a new culture of what? Another leaders. There's another new culture. Fako. You sit on Bukede TV. Okay, Sakachi.
Kabina.
Instead of Bukede Sabonga, Geje Sakachi. Kabina. This is beautiful. What's in the Kabina? What's here? Leaders expand their libraries by reading. For instead of expanding your brain, you're what? It's unbelievable. You preach yourself beyond that. When you talk about it,